Hi, Dan Wellick with Friedman Insurance again. Looking forward to week 2 of sharing some tips and tidbits about railroad construction insurance. Wanted to get this week into the general liability portion of the insurance requirements and the removal of the 50-foot exclusion. To make a long story short, I could sit and try to talk to you about the general liability policy, talk to you about the highlighted areas, what that means, and try to talk about a bunch of different insurance jargon. I know you're probably not interested in that. Biggest thing is, in a general liability policy, there's a portion that limits work in an insured contract within 50 feet of the railroad. Now, if you're in the railroad construction industry, you and I both know that you're doing that. So it's important that you have your policy endorsed with what is called CG 2417. So this basically changes that definition and allows you, when required by a written contract, to do work within 50 feet of the railroad and also provide the necessary coverages that this type of a BNSF endorsement that we redacted, if you remember from week 1, has. So a couple things. You want to look for this endorsement. Now, some specialty companies carry their own endorsement. It's really important that you have an expert like our agency review these for you, because not all two are alike. Some companies who utilize specialty endorsements don't have necessary agreements that meet the indemnification portions of your master service agreement. In addition to that, there's also an endorsement called 2427. Now, 2427 is a limited coverage and only provides partial coverage for the railroad in the event that something happens. So a couple things also to mention too, with this endorsement, you want an expert to review what railroad is listed in here. Is it any railroad? Does it say any project? Does it say under a specific master service agreement? All those things matter. And what I would ask you is, if you don't know, you need to go to your policy and take a look. See if the wording in this schedule is too limiting to what you actually need and who you're actually doing work for. So what I would ask you, take a look at this. If you don't see every railroad that you're doing work for, if you don't see broad enough wording as far as where the design site is, give us a call. Let us talk to you about why this is important, and we can try to share some additional details that may be necessary for you to be compliant with master service agreements, and also make sure that you have the ability to bid work confidently that you'll have coverage necessary. Any questions, feel free to call us 563-556-0272. Again, Dan Wellick, Friedman Insurance. Thanks for tuning in.